So hey you guys, hot topic. So today's hot topic is, should you let someone know if you are a transgender? Like, should you let that information know as soon as you're being approached by an individual? Should that be something that you disclose right off the bat? And the reason why I want to speak on this is because I seen an interview with someone that is a transgender and a part of the community, and this is their thoughts on it. So let's get into it.
You're not coming in my fucking house with no poo shiesty. You're not coming in here with that hood on with drawstring and bitch, I can only see 15% of your face. I'm not letting you in through the back. You're not coming up the fire escape. Fucking no. Find somebody else. I'm not going for that. When you set the record straight right now, it's shit. When I meet guys, I may be wrong. I don't tell them my tea instantly. You need to see me out. Take me to the mall.
Tell me why.
Take me to the mall because I believe that when you tell guys from the beginning, upon meeting and y'all exchange numbers, I feel like you kind of scare them off if you tell them I'm trans, or I'm used to be a man, or I'm not a real woman. That kind of puts doubt in their mind. But to me, and I'm only speaking on myself, because it works out for me every time.
For you.
For me, it works out every time. Let's go to the movies. So we go out to eat, and we go to the movies. We go to the mall. Ma'am, would you like your receipt in the bag? He's hearing all of that. He's gathering all of that. I met his homeboys. You know what I mean? Even if it was for a brief second, if he had to pull up and drop, take this little, drop some weed. His friend like, damn, this shoe, like, oh, hey, how you? None of his friends suspected anything. So when I dished the dirt to him, it's like, damn, I just had this bitch at the mall. She done met the homeboys. You know, I done spent her through the block. I done went out to eat with her. If I didn't know and nobody else knew, I can get at a shot. I wouldn't mind doing that again, taking her out again. I feel like it kind of scares people off when you just give them that punch, that blow from the beginning.
So you don't think that that's a risk?
Okay, so now, just a public service announcement, just to keep it a buck, she did say that that's what she does. You know, she's not saying that, hey, you know, that's something right. But, you know, by her being a transgender, she says that that's what works for her. Now, I, of course, is not a part of the community, but I would definitely sit up here and say my outlook on this situation is you playing a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, I was reading the comments because, like I say, a lot of times when you look through people's comments, that's when you kind of get different perspectives on different stuff. Now, somebody did make a comment. It was just like, well, they see where she's coming from, because when you first meet a person, you don't tell them all your personal business out top. You don't tell them, oh, my credit score is this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no job. I ain't got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not running down everything about them. You're trying to get them to know you for who you are. And, you know, and then, you know, you guys can go from there. Now, regardless of the fact, even in that, you know, even in that form, I'm not even trying to be funny, but even in that mindset, that's still dangerous. That's still, like, you know, disrespectful, because at the end of the day, if I meet you this way and this is what you're presenting to me, and that's how I'm, you know, assuming this is what you are, then, and if that's not your gender, then yes, you should let someone know. You know what I'm saying? You should at least let them know, because some people react a different way. And then, I mean, of course she was saying like, hey, we go out to the, you know, we can go out. You know, we might pull up on his homeboys. Now, let's just say he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But if he is being seen with you out in public, and he's taking you to the malls and to different, you know, locations and stuff like that, somebody else could have probably clocked that T. And now they're looking at him like, oh, whoa, bro, like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? To each his own, period. I don't think that nobody should be judged, you know, for their preference, like whatever their preference is. But I do feel like that they should be aware. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes down to women, and it comes down to, you know, our nature, when it comes down to different type of things and stuff like that. And I did see somebody sit up here and say something like, well, sometimes, you know, you can be dating or being introduced to a stripper, and, you know, and she not telling you that she do exotic dancing and different type of stuff like that. And that's true. But even in that frame of mindset, I feel like the response can be still the same too. Like, oh, okay, I met you probably at a grocery store, but you are a stripper at nighttime. So yes, that's something that I probably would like for you to tell me out back. So you're giving me the option to let you know that, hey, I'm willing to accept it or not. And if that's something that someone don't want to accept, then toodles, bye. That person is not meant for you. You see what I'm saying? So even if you are a transgender and you feel like, hey, I want you to catch this vibe and see if you like me for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, see if you like me for who I am before I let you know what's going on. And a lot of times people might feel like too, like, oh, okay, well, if we're not being sexual, I don't feel the need to expose that information, because that's something that she had said in her interview. She was just like, no, because if it's a difference if you're trying to be sexual, I'll let you know. But if we're just getting to know each other, I don't think that's something that should be disclosed off the back. And I don't know. I really feel like, in my point of view, I would definitely want anybody to tell me anything about them that they feel like is going to have me looking at them in a different way, period. That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a man and I know for a fact that I am, you know, a straight man and stuff like that, okay, regardless of the fact, give me the respect and give me the, you know what I'm saying, give me the chance to let you know how I will respond. Because let's just keep it real. A lot of these men, let y'all tell it, they on the down low. They on the down low, or they, you know what I'm saying, it's something that they willing to experience or something like that. And like you said, Prince, if you feel like you the baddest thing and he confident enough to take you out on dates and take you shopping and stuff like that, then you telling him out back that, hey, I was born this type of way, should not even affect the situation. And if it does, then let it be. Because people are out here really hurting people because of the shame and the embarrassment in the position that they have been in. I'm not saying that you can't be who you are, but at the end of the day, you definitely need to let someone know about your status, whether it's your health, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, your gender, anything in that nature. Because then you don't have to worry about nobody trying to hurt you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they might have fell in love with you, but now they done hurt you because now their feelings are tainted. And then it's like, you can't build a trust. I'm like, you can't build a relationship off of that, because now the trust is gone. Like, regardless of the fact if I feel some type of way, now you got this person confused and discombobulated and stressed out and stuff like that. So I personally feel like that's something that definitely should be disclosed when you first meet a person. But what do you guys think? Do you think that it's a big deal, or do you feel like, regardless of the fact, you know, getting to know a person is way more important than letting them know something, you know, off back? Because like they say, oh, it can scare somebody off, and then you done missed out because you scared of a little gender role. Nah, that ain't nothing to be. I mean, they might be like, you know what, thank you. They might, and truth be told, you never know. I feel like this. If you upfront and honest with the man off the bat, truth be told, he might just be like, dang, I respect you for letting me know. I will really want to kind of give this a shot. You never know. But what do you guys think?